Hello everybody, so we're here. It's Friday night at the South Coast GT 2014. This is the biggest singles tournament in the world, as far as we know, behind us. You can see everybody having a good time on the boards. I don't know how many people we got here. I mean, Wayne, how many people do you think are sitting around playing games at the moment?
I would probably 50, 60 at the moment. Maybe?
Yeah, I would have thought so. And then we've got people in the canteen. There's a lot of people going out for curry and to the local pubs and things. So we've had a stream of people in and out. We open pre-registration at about 7 o'clock. So we've had a lot of people in just getting registered. It helps us a little bit in the morning to get going.
Yep.
And we've seen some of the armies. What have you thought about what you've seen so far?
I haven't really had a proper look yet because I was trying to, basically what we do is there's 8-foot tables, put 3 of those together to make 4 6-foot tables. So they all have to be screwed together with battens. And because I've spent so long doing that, people keep coming up to me and asking me sort of how America went. So I've been talking for ages while getting a job that usually takes me about half an hour. It's taken about an hour and a half. So I haven't had a chance to look at the other one.
I've had a brief look at some of them because we should say Wayne and I don't see the lists until they're in. Part of the reason is then people won't ask us about them. That's one of the safest ways to do it. Yeah. So just one person sees them. So when they're out on the tables, the first time you and I have seen them. And I've seen one of them that's, anybody listens to the Bad Dice podcast, there was a Bad Dice Daily recently where Ben Curry did a list that he thinks breaks the comp system. And someone's taken it. So I'm really keen to see how this list goes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he does really badly, I think he's going to get a lot of...
Yeah, we want a written apology for the... you listening, Ben? So, yeah.
You listening.
But no, in all seriousness, I'm interested to see how it gets on because those kind of lists, in theory, should be pretty strong. But I just don't see it. I really don't. I don't see it doing very well.
It's going to depend on the matchup, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's purely down to that. So
definitely. And we should say for those interested, if you want to know what food is on tonight at the South Coast GT, we've got fish and chips, we've got lasagna,
curry and rice,
lasagna, salad.
I had the salad.
It's all good, and there's many people behind us just starting to bring in takeaways as well. A lot of people like their grease on a Friday of a tournament, so we don't blame them. And many moons ago, before we used to put the food on, that was the dumb thing here, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
so, we continue the tradition. The bar's open. I think that's seen a lot of work already. In fact, I'd say there'd been a little bit too much drinking so far for some people.
Yeah, we've had an incident.
Yeah. So yeah, there's
which was actually
at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Someone was in bed. So it's been an interesting time.
Yeah.
What has been really cool though, I think,
name no names, but you could probably guess.
Yeah, if you're a regular podcast listener, I'm sure you can guess what happened or who was involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one thing that we do have here, which I'm always interested in, is we have a lot of new players to tournaments. So we've got a few guys here. It's the first time ever at an English tournament. Well, more than a few actually. We've got several and quite a few internationals that are first time here. So I'm looking forward to seeing their thoughts. Hopefully we'll get them on, not on the camera, but on the mic to talk to us on the podcast about how they've found the scene. I know one fellow YouTuber will be here, so I know I'm interested to get him on the mic and find out how that's all going. So
I've seen a couple of faces actually I haven't seen for years as well. A couple of guys literally I haven't seen for 6-7 years who've just come back, just got back into the hobby. So yeah, that's good to see that as well.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a party atmosphere going on, and hopefully that will continue over the weekend. I'm sure as it starts to get to the serious thing of Warhammer, some guys may sort of straighten up a little bit, but generally here we've been quite blessed in terms of not really having many problems, have we, over the years?
Not really. We've had a couple of incidents, but in the grand scheme of things, with this many players, it's been good. It's been quite easy to run.
It has, and as usual, we've spoken to a lot of people about regular listeners and maybe viewers of this will have seen us at Adepticon last week. It's been a bit of a manic couple of Warhammer weeks, but we've been sort of telling people firsthand about that, really. So we don't need to do a podcast now. We told them a load of people. Yeah, they all know. So that was good, and hopefully some of our new American friends that we've met will be watching this and see what we get up to when we're back here. So that's good. So I think we'll leave you with it. There'll be some shots of the games that I've picked up on the way through and people's armies coming out, and we'll come back to you more over the weekend. If you like the video, please do like it and subscribe, and of course check out the podcast, www.heelandhammer.com. Finally, if you're interested in the photos and you like your steals, it's Instagram's the place to be, or Twitter, so it's at Heelandhammer and at WayneKemp13, and our Instagram name is Heelandhammer. See you soon. Thank you. I saw a lot of practice games using Battle of the Past. I'm not sure how effective it's going to be yet.
Is that enough?
I've got 13 on the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boosted treason. Oh, man.
On this one.
Get points off. Not for 100 points to win. Unless you roll that double serious issues.
So that's the old blood, isn't it? What's he got?
Sword of striking, 1 up armor. Yeah.
So this is the 10 warriors army. That's cool. I like it. Dragon Ogre's warriors.
There's a fungus forest, so it makes units.
In our opinion, it's better.
I've just got Unity 3.
Dragon's got less price.